Hey guys, it's April from Getting Her Go With It. Today I wanted to do a book adaptation wish list. These are books that I think are meant to be on screen. I don't understand how these books haven't already been picked up and aren't being adapted yet. So this is my plea to the movie and TV industry. The first book that I think should absolutely be turned into a movie is The Secret Keeper by Kate Morton. This follows the story of a girl named Laurel. She is 16, her family's having this lovely summer party, and she's kind of crept away to be in her tree house, and she's just kind of watching things happen. At some point during this party, this man comes up the drive, and her mother walks down to meet him, and Laurel witnesses a very, very shocking crime in that period of time. So it follows her at 16, and then it flashes forward 50 years later when Laurel is an older woman. She is a successful actress, and her mother, Dorothy, is really getting older. I think she's 90 at this point, and she's never asked her mom about this crime that she witnessed, and she kind of wants to know a bit about her. So it starts to dive into her mom's storyline as well, and her mom, Dorothy, was in London during the Blitz, and she has a huge storyline. I loved that storyline so much. It's just riveted with drama and action, and wouldn't this be just the best period piece? I just think that the sets and the costumes would be amazing, and the special effects with the bombings during the London Blitz. I remember reading that portion in the book. I felt like I was there. So I really think that needs to be done. If you haven't read the book yet, I think that's a great intro to Kate Morton. She's a wonderful writer, and she does a lot of period pieces where you're flashing back and forward to them as an older person and then back to the 30s or 40s. They're just wonderful, wonderful books. The next book I'd really like to see adapted to the screen is Bird Box. Now, a lot of people are going to have problems with me saying that this could be a horror film. Bird Box follows a world in which you can't go outside, because if you go outside, you're going to see something, and that something makes you kill other people and definitely kill yourself. So people are either holed up in their homes or they're walking around with blindfolds on. So I know a lot of people are going to say that you can't adapt this because the whole concept is that you can't see the thing that you're so afraid of, but I think that if you get a really smart director on board, you could actually have a lot of fun with this. I think you could have fun with light and dark. I think you could have a lot of scenes where, people are blindfolded and the whole screen is black, and you're hearing them walk around and trying to find the things that, if they're going for water in the well, you could hear them, reaching and stumbling on things. And then I also think, why couldn't you have the shots from the vantage point of the thing that's out there that's watching these people walking around blindfolded looking for water or whatever they're looking for? I think this would be, it's my favorite horror novel of all time. And honestly, I think this could be my favorite horror movie of all time. Now, I know Josh Malerman said that he has been in talks with some producers, but it's never actually been picked up. The next book I think would make either an amazing movie or a brilliant miniseries is Wild Swans. This follows 3 generations of women who were impacted by the Mao regime. First of all, the book taught me so much about the Mao regime that I didn't know. It is a non-fiction book. I think it could be a great miniseries if you split it up into 3 parts to tell the 3 stories. I think the cinematography for this could be really amazing with the landscape in China, and the storyline is so gripping and it's so upsetting. you get really attached to these characters. I just think it would be an amazing, amazing miniseries. Next, I would like to see an adaptation of Braille Rights. Braille Rights follows a woman who has been convicted of murder in Iceland. She is the last woman to ever be put to death for her crimes. Because Iceland is such a remote area, they don't just have the equipment for putting her to death, so they have to actually get that shipped from, I can't remember, another country. It's got to be shipped from afar. So this woman is sent to this little family to do work in the fields and on the farm until she's killed. It's about her relationship with this family. I think that this could be such a beautiful and tragic, quiet drama. It could be just a quiet movie with beautiful cinematography. Iceland is a stunning place. If you were able to get really amazing actresses on board, like Nicole Kidman or Natalie Portman, this could be a beautiful, quiet drama. And the last book that I really think should be adapted is Night Film. This book follows a reporter who has been following this horror director's movies for a while and his career. And this horror movie director, he directs movies that are so violent and so disturbing that they're really not released to the public, and they have just like this cult following that's kind of underground. So this movie director's daughter is found dead, and the police think that it's a suicide, and this reporter thinks, no, I think, you know what, that her father might have something to do with this. So he starts trying to investigate. I think that this could be a really fun film. You've got scenes from the horror movies that can't be released to the public that I think you could have like little snippets of that in the movie. I think you could have images of Ashley, who's this woman that is killed. She is a very terrifying character in this book, to me at least. While I was reading it, I was very afraid of her, and they're all kind of accounts of her. You don't really get to know her because she has passed away. You're getting to know Ashley via accounts of people that have met her. Most of them have just had relationships with her where they've met her a couple of times and she's just impacted them. So I think all of that footage would be really interesting. And there's a group of really quirky characters that are working with this reporter that I think you could have a lot of fun casting that. I just think that this would be a really fun thriller / horror movie, and I would really like to see that. So this is like, I think, part 1 of my wish list of book adaptations that I would like to see. I could definitely go on, and I think I have a whole other list for part 2. Comment below if you would actually like to see a part 2 and I can make that for you. I hope that you liked this, and I will see you next time. Bye!